We tried to visit Lassen Volcanic National Park last year. Didn't go over very well.
So this is our attempt number 2. We're going back for round 2.
Round 2 at Lassen National Park.
Yep.
We were here earlier in the year and we actually did a video. Part of it was on Lassen National Park. But if you happen to watch that, you'll remember we couldn't do much of anything. It was completely snowed in. We did get to see the visitor center.
There was a crazy snowstorm that came in, and
yeah, we actually were trying to go snowshoeing, but
yeah.
it's too bad of weather even for that. So we're actually back in the same general area, but we're kind of on the eastern side of the park. So we're going to go ahead and give it another shot today. We want to get in. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day in the upper 60s. Not a cloud in the sky. And we actually haven't been on a hike in quite a while.
No, we haven't.
We're really anxious to get out there and just go for a little short hike and kind of just enjoy a beautiful day and hopefully see a little bit more of Lassen National Park.
We made it to the Lassen Volcanic National Park Visitor Center, and guess what?
It's closed.
It's closed.
Because today's Monday, it's a holiday. We found, but it's normally closed on Mondays and Tuesdays anyways, but the restaurants are still open.
Yeah.
And we did talk to the ranger at the entrance gate. He gave us some ideas on some little small hikes for us. So we'll take him up on one of his ideas and go check it out. There are a lot of hikes throughout the park, but there was a big fire here a long time ago, or a couple of years ago. And we're trying to stay away from the burned areas, just to make it a little bit prettier for the hike. So here we go. And colder.
Very funny. Boy, it's crystal clear, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wow. It's cold.
Yeah, it's not quite as cold as I thought it was going to be, though.
No.
I bet you get any deeper and it feels cold.
Look at the colors.
Yeah, it's amazing. In case you think Dina grew, she's cheating.
I wasn't going to tell.
I had to start with that.
Nice.
Dina did not like to drive into the park today.
No.
We came in from the southwest entrance in the road to right now we're at Lake Helen. The road is beautiful, right?
Sheer drop off.
Sheer drop
no
off.
guardrail, nothing, and lots of curves.
Dina didn't like that very much.
It was tough, but it was beautiful.
But yeah, we got here to Lake Helen, and man, it was just a beautiful, beautiful lake. We're just gonna stay here for a few minutes. We want to get our hike in, but it was just too nice to pass up.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Like Dina said, we're here now in case the clouds come in later on. Let's enjoy it while there's not a cloud in the sky. But here's Lake Helen. Look at this.
Incredible.
It is literally crystal clear, very cold. We put our hands in. We're guessing mid-50s, somewhere in there.
The colors are
Although
amazing.
I told Dina she's been in colder water than that before. Not on purpose.
He's so funny.
So beautiful, beautiful lake. Now we're gonna try to find our hike or our trailhead and get in the woods.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hike.
After a quick stop at Lake Helen, it was time to hit the trails, so we decided to hike to Terrace, Shadow, and Cliff Lakes. The hike is 3.4 miles out and back with an elevation gain of 715 feet.
It is considered a moderate hike. Dogs are not allowed on the trail, and All Trails has it rated at 4.7. Lake. Terrace Lake.
No, it's Terrace.
It says Terrace.
Terrace Lake.
Get it together.
One of us may not return. Terrace. We're going to Terrace Lake.
Terrace Lake.
I'm going to Terrace Lake and she's going to Terrace Lake.
I'm going to the right one.
There's actually supposed to be 2 more lakes on this trail too. This is only just over 2 miles long round trip. We're actually kind of pressed on time a little bit, so we're just going to try to get through this as quick as we can. But just a beautiful, beautiful day. We'll start this hike and take you along with us. Oh boy, Dina, I can't take you anywhere. What's your problem?
I'm trying to see.
Are you done? We're trying to make a video here.
Okay, go. I got bees around me.
You're cheating again. Okay. We're at our first trail, fork in the road. Terrace Lake, 0.3 miles, Shadow Lake, 0.5 miles, and Cliff Lake, 1.5 miles. That's one way.
I recommend if you have bad knees, bring your walking poles, trekking poles.
Yeah.
And also, dogs are not allowed in the park at all.
We're going to hit at least the first 2 lakes. We're going to talk about Cliff Lake. Just depends on time, how quick we can do it. But here we go.
It definitely seems like you'd see wildlife out here.
Oh, I know. It's beautiful out here.
Sorry.
What'd you do? Oh.
I got you with my trekking pole.
There was only one other vehicle at the trailhead. So we think there's only one other group or person out here on this trail. So we should have it pretty much to ourselves.
And bears are known to frequent out here.
I see the lake.
You do?
Yep. So we got our first lake coming up.
Very rocky terrain,
Yeah, it is.
but really pretty. You just got to watch where you step.
It's a very pretty hike.
It is.
Okay, we made it to Terrace Lake, our first lake. We'll do a 360 for you so you just kind of see what we're looking at. But these views are just unbelievable.
Yeah, the colors and everything just beautiful.
We couldn't have asked for a nicer day. It's in the lower to mid 60s right now, but it feels a lot hotter than that. Honestly, there's not a cloud in the sky. The trail we came in on is kind of back behind us now. And we'll just keep going around so you can see the lake. And we're coming up.
They're not seeing the lake.
They're coming up on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So it's not a huge lake, but with the mountains next to it, the rocks, the trees, it's pretty amazing.
It is. It's beautiful.
Hopefully you can see that. So that's what we're enjoying today. We're going to head off to our next lake. I think it's called Shadow Lake. And we'll check that one out. But beautiful, beautiful water.
Really beautiful.
Crystal clear.
Oh, I'm winded.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty. We got our first glimpse of Shadow Lake. Hopefully you can see that. This is only like 0.5 miles one way to this lake. But we did go down quite a ways, then up, and now you're gonna go down again. So there's a little bit of elevation gain. But this lake's a lot bigger than Terrace Lake.
Yeah.
But the colors look pretty amazing too. So we'll go down there and check it out.
We're going to skip rocks on Shadow Lake.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. So we did make it to Shadow Lake. This one's probably 3 or 4 times the size of Terrace Lake. This one's really, really cool. The colors, again, I know the video doesn't really do justice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The colors are just amazing. Hopefully you can enjoy this a little bit. I know it's not the same as not being here or being here.
Yeah.
But we're trying to show you the best we can, just so hopefully you can enjoy this some.
Trying to take you along with us, but
these colors, I mean, they're just amazing. I'll show you the lake here real quick. Again, there's not really a cloud in the sky. There's barely a few ripples on the water.
the reflections.
The reflections, the colors are just all amazing. Just all the colors between the rocks and the trees and the water, it's just unbelievable. So we're going to enjoy this lake for a little bit, and then we're going to decide if we want to head on to Cliff Lake or not. We're a little bit worried about rodeo. So if we can make it kind of pick up the pace a little bit, we'll do it.
I think we should.
Okay, so let's not dilly-dally, and it's on to Cliff Lake.
But I thought you were going in Shadow Lake.
Who said that?
I thought you did.
I never said that.
I think you did.
Don't believe her. So when we came into the park, we did talk to the ranger at the entrance station. He told us the visitor center was closed. So he asked us if we had any questions, and of course we did. And this is one of the hikes he suggested. It's not really long. It's only about 3 miles round trip, and we have 3 lakes. You have Terrace Lake, Shadow Lake, and Cliff Lake. And we are in between Shadow Lake and Cliff Lake right now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I think he hit the nail on the head. We had a couple other hikes we were thinking of doing, but he said they were in a burn area. They had a big fire here a while back.
Yeah.
So didn't want to walk through a bunch of burnt trees.
Yeah, we asked him for hikes around 3 miles.
Yeah, 3 miles or less for us. But oh man, he hit the nail on the head.
He got it right for us.
Really, really nice. The first 2 lakes are unbelievable. Got one more lake to go, and just, man.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful day.
Oh, jeez. Good God, I'm going to kill myself.
Look at this meadow.
This really does look like bear country to me. Danny's never usually worried about having bear spray, but this morning he said, oh, we better grab our bear spray. I don't know what he read, but apparently they are out here, and they have been seen recently on the trails. So this looks like bear country to me. And he's got the bear spray.
Saw me.
Danny. Wow, wow, wow.
Look at this. I'm glad we came.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Too bad those people gave up.
Yeah.
They sound like they had to be somewhere, though.
Look, it goes way down here to your right. Okay, you've made it to our 3rd lake. This is Cliff Lake.
Yes.
It's spectacular, right? The colors of this lake is unbelievable. There's a lot of, I'll kind of show you around this way a little bit. I know our faces are probably dark. There's a lot of yellows in the bushes around the edge of the lake, so you really get to see that. And between the contrast between that, the mountains behind us, the rocks, the trees, the color of the water.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it's crystal clear.
We passed up one other couple on the trail.
That's it.
They were heading back as we were still coming out. Haven't seen anybody else. We have this whole trail to ourselves right now. But here's what this lake looks like. We keep hoping we're going to see a bear or something come out and get a drink of water. But I'll just show you what it looks like. And these yellows are really amazing. Hopefully the video does a little bit of justice for you, but the yellows out here against the water and the shadows, unbelievable. So my watch does show it was right at 2 miles to get out here. So we do need to, we're gonna, maybe here in another 10 minutes, then we're gonna head back. We do have to get back for rodeo, but Dina actually made me come to this 3rd lake. I wasn't too keen on it, but I'm so glad, so glad we did. This is unbelievable. But now it's
I win. I get to choose lunch.
I'll never hear the end of it. Let me guess, you're hungry.
I get to choose where we're going for lunch.
We're out of here.
That was painful.
That hurt.
Coming back was definitely painful. I am so glad I had my trekking poles. Oh my gosh.
It was a beautiful hike.
Yeah.
We're just out of shape.
Well, it's also the elevation gain and my knee for me. But
it was nice. It was really nice.
It was beautiful, but man, it was painful coming
One
back.
thing that did surprise us, though, we didn't see any wildlife at all.
Not one.
Couple
we saw
chipmunks.
chipmunks.
That was it.
Yeah.
And it just, I mean, it just looked like
deer, bear.
it looked like stuff should
Country.
be there.
Yeah. Anyway,
We survived.
barely. We're going for a ride.
We got a beautiful day here in Susanville,
Beautiful.
California, right?
Yep.
So we found this Bizz Johnson trailhead. It's an old rail trail, old railroad track that turned into a trail. So we're gonna take our e-bikes on it and just take it nice and easy. It's supposed to go right along a creek the whole way, so it should be a pretty nice, easy ride, and it's just a beautiful day. So it's been a while since we've been on our bike, so wish us luck.
The Bizz Johnson National Recreation Trail is named after Harold T. Johnson Bizz, who was a Northern California congressman. The trail is approximately 25.3 miles long, and it is the longest rail trail in California.
It also has an elevation gain of over 1,800 feet. It starts in Susanville, California, and goes all the way to Mason Station Trailhead.
Dogs are allowed on the trail and may be off-leash in some areas.
Lassen Land Trust and BLM organize a shuttle service to the highest point on the trail for $3 per person with a bike from the months of June through October. The trail also runs through 2 long tunnels, a number of bridges, through timberlands, along the Susan River, and through the Susan River Canyon. Well, we've only gone about 2.5 miles on this Bizz Johnson Trail. It's an old railroad track, but man, we just got the perfect day.
We do. It's incredible.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. We feel like we're in a national park, like hiking through a national park. The scenery's that spectacular, honestly. And it's just an old train track. So we're gonna make the best of this great day. There's not a cloud in the sky yet, and just enjoy our e-bikes and keep on going.
There are a lot of people out enjoying this trail too, and dogs are allowed, so I might bring Rodeo one day. Something peed. Something pooped. Oh boy.
You got people behind you.
Do we?
Yeah. Probably scared.
It is cold in here.
Yeah, you can feel the difference.
Woo. We survived.
Every day, you're falling on me like a summer rain. I could wait 1,000 more years, but my heart won't change. Every day, it sounds like heaven when you say my name. I could stay inside your arms while the world just fades away.
We've gone about 5 miles now on this trail. I really feel like I'm cheating. I feel like I'm on a hike, but we're on the e-bikes. It's really that nice. We go right along a river the whole way so far anyways. Gone through a couple train tunnels. It's pretty neat, old train tunnels. So we're gonna continue on, but man, just a beautiful day. There's a lot of people on this trail. We've probably passed up maybe a couple dozen going both directions. We're hoping to see some wildlife. We haven't really yet. Maybe because there's too many people, but we'll keep our eyes out. Just a nice trail though.
shouldn't have let me ride my bike without my helmet.
I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
No.
Helmet and bubble wrap.
I don't
You're
think-
scary. Although no accidents today. At least you didn't fall out of a boat today. So that's good. That's one positive. We did go about...
I didn't fall on the trail either.
We're not home yet. We did go just a tad over 10 miles on this Bizz Johnson Trail. Beautiful trail, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Unbelievable. Like the first, I think, roughly 5 miles, you kind of felt like you were in a canyon. I think you had the big canyon walls all around you. Then it opens up into like a pine forest and big meadows and fields. We saw some cow pastures. Just a really cool trail. But 10 miles is good enough for us. So it'll be, you know, about 21 mile round trip.
Yeah, by the time we get home, we get showered. We're going to dinner. So we still have to walk rodeo. So
Apparently we're going to dinner tonight.
Yes, we are going to dinner.
If I don't freeze to death, I want you to know something. I'm cold, and look who's wearing my jacket.
I can't help it. I didn't think it was going to be this cold.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Count your blessings and count me twice.
I can't move my fingers to count because they're frostbitten. Hopefully I get back before I freeze to death, but here we go. Dina's complaining about how cold it is, freezing, and I go, well, why don't you just zip up your jacket? She goes, oh yeah. She should say my jacket.
I was going to say, you should say, you mean your jacket?
Yeah, my jacket. At least you didn't take my beanie.
I have my own beanie.
My hair's a little thinner than hers, so my head gets colder. Or hairs.
Every day is bright as heaven when I see your face. I could stay inside of your arms, inside of your arms. All the love in this heart is for you forever. All I am, every part is for you forever.
All right, I got fair warning to everybody. If you ever go on the Bizz Johnson Trail for a bike ride with Dina, make sure she brings her own jacket. If not, she's gonna take yours, and you're gonna freeze to death.
That was really sweet of you to
I'm
give
not
up your
mentioning
jacket for
any
me.
names. My hands are numb. I think I got frostbite.
I gave it back to you when we got back.
Yeah,
to the
you want me to
truck.
carry it now? Fair
It
warning.
was cold.
It was really, really cold.
My hands were numb.
Yeah, they were. It was cold. In the shade, it was pretty cold, and coming back was against the wind. So you had the wind, the shade. It was funny going through the old train tunnels. You could feel that cold air just coming through before you even got in.
Yeah.
So it was cold. So Dina owes me one now.
What a beautiful, beautiful trail.
It really
Whether
was.
you're hiking it or biking it, it was beautiful.
I think it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
On the bikes.
The scenes, the
yeah.
views were just amazing.
So we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna thaw out now.
Get ready for tomorrow's hike, waterfall hike.
Oh, great! More cold weather and water.
I know we're gonna freeze.
Wish me luck. After a chilly bike ride on the Bizz Johnson Trail, it was time for another hike, so we decided to explore the Kings Creek Falls hike. It's a 2.8 mile out and back hike with 492 feet of elevation gain and considered a moderate hike.
The trail is rated 4.6 on all trails. Dogs are not allowed on the trail. It is a trail in the park. Parts of the hike go through burnt areas from the 2021 Dixie Fire, which is an experience in itself, and the rest of the trail offers fantastic views of creeks and waterfalls.
We enjoyed our hike so much last week, we came back for more pain.
Yeah, exactly.
We were hurting last
Yeah.
week, but what a great hike. We're at Kings Fall
No.
Trailhead?
Kings Creek.
Kings Creek. We're going to Kings Fall.
And we're going to Kings Creek Falls.
So that's where we're at right now. Part of this, we were going to do this last week. It was one of the options. The only issue here is part of this hike actually goes through some burnt out areas from the Dixie Fire that happened about 3 years ago. I believe it was 2021. Actually burned over 1 million acres. It's the largest fire to date in the state of California.
Crazy.
Pretty amazing. Apparently what we were told what caused it was some power lines in a tree collided with each other and started the fire. So we will be going through some probably not so pretty parts, but this is supposed to still be a pretty cool hike.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
here we go.
So come along with us and enjoy our hike. Looks like,
Don't poke it.
no, that looks like a honeycomb.
Maybe.
It's dead, Danny. It's on a dead tree.
I know, but still. It's
Been there forever. No, I know. I'm just saying I don't think there's going to be anything in it.
Yeah, there is. There's something just flew.
Really?
On the back
Poke
side
it.
Here. You poke it. Yeah, look at them. See?
It's still somebody's home. I wouldn't get too close.
I don't think they're going to do anything unless you start bothering them. I want you to know, everybody thinks Dean is this nice, sweet little young lady.
I am.
I just found this hornet's nest, and the first thing out of her mouth is, poke it. Put your finger in there. Poke it. See if anything's in there. That's the true Dina.
Those were not my words.
Yes, they were.
And it was a bee's nest, not a hornet's
Like,
nest.
it makes a difference. Remember, she's not so sweet and innocent after all. It's pretty amazing walking through these burnt out areas. Again, this is from the Dixie Fire about 3 years ago. I think it was 2021. They do warn you, a lot of these trees, even though they're still standing, most of them are dead. So they can fall at any time.
Yeah.
Branches can break off and fall at any time. And actually, some of these roots were actually burnt up underneath the ground. So it's actually like, I guess, hidden holes, if you want to think of it like that. So you really got to kind of watch where you're walking. But it's still beautiful. I mean, even though everything here is all burnt out, the streams, hopefully you can see it right behind us now.
So pretty.
The stream behind us, the colors, unbelievable. It's just a little different, of course, with the fire,
Yeah.
but still pretty amazing. So we're gonna continue on. I guess that's the trail there.
Wow. This reminds me of Yellowstone.
It does. I think I'll be taking my jacket off shortly.
Yeah, I think I will be too.
Look at this tree to your left.
Oh, wow.
These burnt out areas, it's kind of amazing. The park ranger told us that they don't really look at it as a forest fire.
Yeah.
They look at it as a rejuvenation process.
Right.
So of course all the ground cover, everything gets burnt. But then things start to regrow. Seeds fall from the trees, new trees begin to grow and spread out from there. So I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Yep. It's nature. Not much you can do about it.
Mother Nature always wins.
Yeah. So we have this side, a little bit of the fire on this side, and then look what we have on this side. A beautiful meadow.
Yeah, we got a really nice meadow over here. I know you can't see it, but that creek is going through the meadow there. So
beautiful.
And we're just at the beginning of this. We already stopped like half a dozen times because it's just unbelievable.
To get video.
But it's amazing. We got to continue on though.
Yep. Wow. But look how it's
like flaking off? Or?
Yeah. It just flakes right off.
Wow.
Oh, even that does. Yeah.
I wonder how many years it'll take for this to fall over.
I don't know. Not in our lifetime.
I bet that falls over.
Oh, to fall over, yeah, you're probably right. I'm already winded.
Yeah, I could feel that little uphill right there. One-way trail, do not enter. It's supposed to be narrow, I guess, in spots. Oh. Well, this thing says 0.8 miles here.
Yeah. Well, you always like to get me winded.
Whole valley down there. Nothing but dead trees.
You can't go too fast.
No, you can't.
These rocks are slippery. They're sliding.
Yeah. I was going to say, so far I think this trail's been fairly easy, but these rocks, you really got to watch yourself. Some of these are pretty slippery going downhill.
Yep.
So far this trail is, I think, fairly easy. Right now though, we're going through fairly steep section going down, and it is slippery. There's a lot of these little small rocks.
And smaller than that even.
And smaller, just kind of stacked up on the trail. So we're really kind of taking our time going, because it's downhill at the same time. The last thing you want to do is let your feet slide out from underneath you.
We have slid a couple times.
If you do plan on doing this hike in the future, just be aware. You do have to take your time in some spots. But,
and if you have knee problems, I recommend these babies.
Sticks. Yeah. But so far, so good.
Yeah, beautiful trail.
I guess this must all just be rainwater. And there's no snow anywhere. Snow melt.
You think?
Well, where else would it be coming from? Think how much different this would look with the trees are all green.
I know. I knew you were there.
Oh man.
I thought you were peeing. Gee, why would I think that?
Womp womp, there's my fail.
There's your fail.
Look at that stream coming like through the woods and then that.
Yeah. Look at that log on the top of the rock.
Oh yeah.
That is beautiful. I wouldn't want to fall in.
No.
You guys, it was totally worth the hike. It's an easy hike. I do recommend trekking poles if you have bad knees or used to using your trekking poles. But we haven't gone back yet. Yeah. And I think a lot of the whole way back is going to be up.
Yeah,
which is okay. This is worth it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Oh
this hike pretty much the whole way was downhill. We were told there's a section going back. We go back a little bit different way in one section. It's supposed to make the whole hike even more worth it. It's supposed to be really beautiful, but it's very, very steep and narrow and difficult, I think, for a short period.
Right.
So should be exciting. We'll see.
We'll let you know. But this is totally worth it. We're gonna have a snack and enjoy our view. Look at this. It's amazing.
We're tired. We still got a mile to go, and now we're just now getting to the tough part.
It's straight up.
Straight up. They warn you steep and narrow and straight up. And it's just at a mile back to the trailhead. So hopefully we make it.
I'm so glad we did this though. I really am.
Oh yeah, nice hike.
Even during the hard parts. I've never done a hike and said, I wish I didn't do that. So
I might have a couple times. No.
But no. I have you to thank for that because you pushed me.
I know, I push you.
Yeah, you do.
Like you pushed me and put my finger in the hornet's nest.
That was a bee.
It's a different kind of pushing here going on. This is just as pretty as the falls.
Yeah, it really is.
You see where we're going?
Straight up.
This is where we're going. Up there.
This might be the hike
that you regret?
Yeah.
It looks pretty, but it looks pretty steep, pretty
That's
rugged.
what they told us.
Pretty cool.
Take your time.
Hopefully we make it. Wow.
Look how beautiful.
Everybody was right. This is pretty cool in here, huh?
It gets your heart pumping.
It sure does. But I mean, look at it. Wow. And half those steps are covered with rocks.
All of them, like there's a mountain slide.
Yeah.
Look at this view though. I would definitely agree it's an easy hike getting there. I think it's a moderate hike getting back. I think they got that right. They consider it a moderate hike. But getting there is not the issue. It's getting back with the elevation and going through the rock. It's like they had a landslide recently, and a lot of it's covered in a lot of rocks that we slide on. So, but man, it is so worth it. Beautiful.
You gotta go up there. The time for another commercial break?
It is already. Pretty.
Yeah, it is. All right, your turn, Dina. There it is. There's the wasp nest. Go poke it. Trust me.
That's okay. One of those bees followed us the whole way. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Wait. We conquered another hike in the books.
Oh boy.
In the national park.
And we feel it.
We feel it. That was a beautiful hike. Highly recommend it.
Well, we made it back. That was a really, really cool hike.
Really cool hike.
I would have loved to have done this hike before the Dixie Fire.
Yeah.
It's a shame there was so much of the hike, pretty much most of it was burnt out.
Yeah.
But it was different. We'd never been through a hike like that or burnt out like that, so that was kind of neat to see anyways.
It was kind of sad, but honestly, the beauty makes up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and it's nature. It's Mother Nature. Things like this are going to happen, but man, we are so glad we got to do these 2 hikes in Lassen Volcanic National Park.
Yeah, the falls were unbelievable. My favorite part was actually coming back. You go up next to the Cascades and the water just coming down and the steep. It was just fun and really, it was short and steep, but it was a lot of fun, right?
Definitely worth it. We really enjoyed Lassen Volcanic National Park. We are so happy we got to come back here.
Yeah.
When it wasn't snowed in, and enjoy the hikes that we got to do. If you're ever in the area, we highly recommend it. We hope you enjoyed this week's video.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Thanks for watching. Safe travels and God bless.